Okay, so, a gameplay demonstration for The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was just released. And even though everyone seems to love it, I really don't think it was that good. And in this video, I will be talking about why. Development started on Tears of the Kingdom in 2017 after the release of Breath of the Wild. So in 6 years of development, Nintendo has shown us a total of 9 minutes of actual gameplay and 8 minutes of trailers. We have barely seen anything of the game. I understand Nintendo are trying to keep the game a secret, which I do appreciate, but come on, 9 minutes of gameplay in 6 years, that is nothing, especially considering that so much of Breath of the Wild is being reused in Tears of the Kingdom. Obviously the same engine and map are going to be reused, but in the gameplay reveal, we saw reused animations. The HUD is basically the exact same. Even the music that plays when you're riding a horse is the exact same. Now this isn't me saying that the gameplay reveal was bad, it was fine, definitely not anything special though. The Ultra Hand and Fuse mechanic look cool, but that's it. In 6 years of development, all we got to look at was some of the new runes or abilities. What made Breath of the Wild so great was the exploration, not the mechanics. So I think lots of people will be disappointed if Tears of the Kingdom only expands on Breath of the Wild in terms of mechanics, and doesn't do all that much in terms of new areas to explore. Obviously we have seen the Sky Islands and the one new enemy, but in 6 years I expect to see so much more. And if that makes me an annoying, impatient fan, then so be it. I just want to see more of the exploration side of things in Tears of the Kingdom. Show us caves, or dungeons, or more of these Sky Islands. Show us the changes to Hyrule. Show us something, not just new abilities. Nintendo can show off so much more while still keeping a good portion of the game a secret. And if Nintendo actually want people to buy Tears of the Kingdom that aren't huge fans of the Zelda series and might just skip the game because it looks like Breath of the Wild, they will need to show off a huge new thing to convince people to buy the game. And I'm sorry, but being able to make your own vehicles isn't a huge new thing. We already had the Master Cycle in Breath of the Wild, now you can just make it yourself. Then what makes this whole situation even worse for me is the price of the game. Tears of the Kingdom is going to cost $70 US, which is $10 more than every other first-party Nintendo Switch game. Now a $10 increase might not sound like a lot, but let's say that the game sells 15 million copies. It will make Nintendo $1,050 million, compared to if the game costs $60 and also sells 50 million copies. It would make Nintendo $900 million. That is over $150 million in increased profit. So $10 makes a huge difference. I also find it very strange that considering we have barely seen anything of the game, it's also the most expensive Zelda game or first-party Nintendo Switch game ever. It just blows my mind that fans are fine with this, but anyways, the video's done.